Yeah. It's a beautiful day. How are you? It's good to see you. Be with you. Let me move something out of my way. There we go. Welcome to Center of Light Foundation. We are the tribe. We are the nation. We're looking inward for exhilaration, which only comes through liberation. How are you today, tonight, depending on where you are? Sexy human soul. My name is Keith Anthony Blanchett. Yanava. Everything's backwards. Yanava. Tonight, we're going to explore, play with, have some fun with. Where do we go from here now that all of the children are growing up? Games people play, you take it or you leave it. Destination. Where do we go from here? I don't know. It feels good to say I truly don't know where we are going. At least for myself, I don't know where I'm going. I have a clue, an inkling possibly. And it looks like joy. It looks like magic. It looks like miracles. It looks like me when I look in the mirror. I hope it does for you when you look in the mirror as well. It's ever nearer than it can ever possibly be. Do you see? I've been wearing glasses for so long I got imprints on my nose. Everyone, it's good to see you. Let me do a little refreshment. Refresh. All right, there we go. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Roku is kicking butt. I'm about to a lot. I don't know why a lot. It's one of those space fillers. Roku is happening as far as right now. We have 20 videos. Hopefully tomorrow. Hello, Dana Troller. Hopefully tomorrow I have one final phase because someone was doing it for me, but I wanted to take that from her. Meaning, I wanted to release her of it and it be all under my own time. So I have another 10 videos that are about to populate. Roku. Probably 3 or 4 days because it takes a couple of 3 days for Roku to actually land your new publication. So that's where I am doing what I love. Who are you? Are you doing what you love? Where are you? Where do you go from here? No matter what you choose, it is your destination. Fate is somewhat it's different. They shake hands, but they're different. Fate means this is going to happen regardless, or a word that's not really real. It's not real at all. Irregardless. Fate is going to happen. You're going to California from New York. All aboard. Woo! Woo! There are many different tracks. You're going to end up in California. You can take the scenic route. You can beeline straight to California from New York. Ultimately, fate is you will land in your destination. It's heaven on earth for you, me, and everyone. But do you really want to wait another 26,000 years? When you pass over, it'll happen just like that. But the drag of time, sort of like Groundhog Day, when you woke up, when you fell asleep, and until you ultimately wake up, you're gonna wake up again and the alarm clock is going, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So destination, I have a conscious choice in the matter. I have a say in the matter. As a matter of fact, I exist, dwell inside of myself, a place beyond matter. In fact, I'm in the silent space to where I can just will myself forth, within, without, around, all about. Can you do this? Have you done this? Are you trying it, at least? Destination. Where are you going? It's a beautiful idea to go somewhere, but wherever you go, you are still you. You are you. Wherever you go, there you are. And the there you are is no different than the where you were. Because you are always involved. The scenery may change. You may go to Hawaii. Let me say that right. Hawaii. Hello, pretty put away hapakuku. My girl, it's good to see you from down under. So no matter where you go, you are there. The scenery may change. You may go to Hawaii. You may go to a jungle or whatever. You may be sitting in your house. But even so, you are still there. You are still you. And that's where you are at any given moment. Destination. It's a beautiful idea, I tell you. Pick up your paintbrush and stroke that canvas eloquently, elegantly. What do you want? What do you want? It's not out of lack. Spirit's always got your back. What do you want? This is the ample time to get exactly what you want. But you have to be careful that those unconscious things can haunt you in such a way, meaning that you can't get through the conundrum of your own self. You can't get through the conundrum of your own self. Wow. What a riddle. The joke is always on us. Guess who's the storyteller? What do you want? I'm asking you. You can divulge it here, keep it to yourself, but at least go over in your mind and your heart. What do I want? I want that. When you come to that realization, for many people, it's, of course you want that, but you can't have it. You don't deserve it. What would I do with such a thing if I did get it? Powerful questions, simple they are. You've been wanting to skydive forever, so it seems. Have you been taking classes yet? Even if it's in your dreams, you've not actualized it fully. Are you studying the art of skydiving? In so doing, and discovering and learning the art of skydiving opens up the door for the finances, the perfect opportunity for it to show up in your life so you can live your life fire, your life design, your life passion, your wants, all these things. Where do we go from here now that all of the children are growing up? Games people play, you can take it or you leave it. Don't listen to the rhetoric and the nonsense of those before you who slung arrows, erroneous arrows of nonsense at you that you shan't more so do what you love. Dana Trotter says this is all bunk. She has been doing what she loves for the last couple of months. Full force, engaged. So what comes beyond being full force and engaged? All the rave. More of what you want. So the question is, what do you want? Now is the time. It's in front of you while Spirit has your back. It's It's called the Va. Yanava. Oh, everything's backwards. Yanava. I wish there was a mirror flip on this software, but there isn't. Where do we go from here? I don't know. I have an inkling of where I'm going. I'm going deeper within myself to have greater degrees of joy, bliss, and ecstasy. Ecstasy? It's your destination. It's more your fate, but the destination, your destiny, is how you choose it to go down between now and 26,000 years, or a cycle of said years, till you find yourself in Groundhog Day awakening again to go, beep, 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 beep. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. Where do you go from here? I don't know. And you should not know either. Don't assume to know. I think it's more advantageous and more precious and more beneficial that you speculate where you're going. It gives you a compass, a roadmap, a landmark to say, this is more of what I really, really, really. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want, what you really, really want. So it gives you a landmark. It helps to refine your process. It helps to target your GPS, your God positioning system as the creator, bring about what you want. Don't get caught up too much in that, because it will haunt your creation. What you really, really, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Use it, play with it, touch it, smell it, taste it, enjoy it. Thank you very much. And just kind of put it over there a little bit. Now you go about creating what it is you want in form of your destination. I don't mean in the form of what you want right here, right now. I do mean that. But more so, your destination, your target, your focus, your hope, your love, your joy, your birthright, is to go down the timeline to meet this goal. People say it's only about the journey, not the goal. Yes. No. It's both. If it was not about the goal and only about the journey can't happen. The goal gives us the reason and or the purpose to strive, to step and move forward towards the goal that is more important, that is less important than the journey. They shake hands in this deal. Let me read you a couple of, there's my I'm working on the Maybe I could be silent other than the So let me look at a few notes real quick. Journey, destination. Without purpose, man does not live well at all. Purpose is the reason for anything. It is the force that drives everything. How to transform the ego? When you use the ego to help other people, your ego is transformed into purpose. For without ego, can there be purpose at all? So the ego has a very valuable role. Om Sri Sai Ram Guru Deva Datta. Come inside of me, fill me. So much so that I can't contain it, that I simply explode into a beautiful ball of divine light. And I affect everyone, and in turn they affect me. (2023) is coming. It's here. Hello? Who's there? It's me, Keith, 2023. And you cracked the door because you're not really sure of what that face looks like. 2023 is the year of getting right with baby Jesus, your Lord, baby Buddha. Whatever does it for you, 2023, it's always been the year, dear. But there's no more hesitating allowed to be successful in navigating this wilderness, championing the mountain. Have you ever really sat sat within yourself and asked yourself, how important do I think I am? Dana says, I don't have my glasses. Dana says, thank you for your lessons for many years. Ah, you're welcome, dear. Dana, thank you. I love my joy, or otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. It's my destination. Where am I going from here? Now that my only son is growing up. I'm following your teachings and doing what I love. Dana is a testament of her own life. She's saying, I'm cutting this thick reality with a knife. Love it. Good for you, girl. So have you ever really sat down and honored yourself in such a way that you ask yourself the question, where am I going from here? Without, oh my God, dear Lord, answering it. Don't answer the question. As soon as you answer the question, more likely so, I'm not saying you're not intuitive, as a rule for the human until we truly lift, the first answer is incorrect because the monkey wants to engage. And it doesn't matter the answer you get, even if you think, feel, to whatever degree that it's from spirit. Don't answer the question. Don't allow the question. Don't accept the question. Always be in, don't accept the answer. Don't allow the answer. Always be in question. You are a walking question mark. Why would I want that? Well, because the door of your destination is always open to different levels of integration and graduation. You get an answer and it feels wonderful. Fantastic. Congratulate yourself that you finally got an answer for what you were looking for. You can accept that. You can accept whatever, but you can accept that. It's a pat on your back. And then put it aside and wait. Patiently hurry up and wait. You open up the gate because God is always changing. It's the unchanging changer. Infinitely, God folds itself within all of us in every sentient, everything in the universe, and collects data like Google. It's always collecting data. And it pipes it through all of us. And we express it, we process it, we handle it however we can. Did you know that every time something negative happens in the world, everyone in the world processes 1 unit, 1 quotient of this negative energy with the hope of transforming it? Did you know that? That's destiny. It will eventually become fate. But you don't have to be late for the party. Hello, Keith, where's this party? It's down Central Avenue. Where do we go from here? I don't know. I just know it looks like a beautiful possibility for myself. And they are coming into fruition. Hello, my brother, Dro Sugar. Dro says, you can call me a waiter. Capitalize the word wait. You can call me a waiter. Going, bro, playing words, love it. What do you want? Answer the question. What do you want? Meditate, pray, what do you want? And when you get a nice serving of that, and you try to discover what that is, when you do, take that with acceptance, allowance, and appreciation, and you put it over there. Because if you think there's more, then there's something more. There's always something more if you think there's more. My beautiful sister, Wendy Engel Parker, says, not knowing is painful. You are truly on point. But that painful not knowing becomes no longer painful when we are okay with not knowing. That's the ticket. And believe it or not, Wendy, right now in this aspect of my life, I am in a place of, Joe says, you can call me a waiter. And I'm also in a place of not knowing. And it does feel painful. It's not suffering. Painful meaning, it doesn't feel like I broke my toe, but it's painful meaning that that angst, that I know something is coming that's good, but then not knowing how and the when will create its own spin. And it's not fun. I get it. But that's where the liberation is. We can't go outside of our bedroom that's painted this vomit green and expect to change the vomit green inside the bedroom, outside of the bedroom. You can't do that. You have to go into the puke to clean it up, to change the color of your canvas that you're trying to paint. You might want to paint it a sunshine yellow or beautiful blue or whatever color, a mauve, whatever. So in order to change our destination, we have to understand that where do we go from here now that all of the children are growing up? We're the children, we're the child. We have to learn a new way. Swamiji, God on Earth Today, has told me something about my future. Wendy, and all but Wendy, that's coming. That's going to change not only my life, but many people forever. And it's somewhat painful because I don't know when and I don't know how. And every day I'm wringing my hands for an inkling to understand what and how that's going to transpire. Yeah, it can be a little difficult to navigate the wilderness or champion the mountain of just not sureness. But I think what's most important in this destination, this journey, this arrival is knowing that it's always going to work out, even if you die. Even if you dreams, your ideas about what we think, our ideas about what we think life is, could be, dies as well. When we become okay with that, the things that died because of our okayness of that become more possible. Ironically, the joke is always on us, more possible to manifest. But it's the letting go of it. What if I would give you $1 million, but everything, and you know it's going to happen. At least you take my word for it, because Keith is an honorable, good guy. I'm going to give you $1 million. Wow. You can quit your job. I've been knowing Keith for, yes, Wendy, vulnerability. I've been knowing Keith for 8 years. I watch his presentations and all those things that I hope you would think or say about me. Not that I need that, but as a validation or to at least make this example is Keith's a good guy. I've been watching for 8 years. I think he's trustworthy. Okay, that being said, John Doe, I'm going to give you $1 million. Wow! Sounds wonderful. You excited, you exhilarated. So tomorrow you go to quit your job or you wake up and you go, do I really know him that well? And the worry that happens on the double and in a hurry doesn't change the fact that if you wait 6 months, I'm okay at $1 million. Not because I'm trying to play a game with you. I'm just trying to let things unfold so I can go through the process of, it's just an analogy, a metaphor of the waiting and nothing happening process that is necessary to open. You know, it's like waiting in a doctor's office for 45 minutes. 45 minutes doing what you love and 45 minutes doing something you don't is still 45 minutes. It's perspective and spin. Tonight is Center of Light destination. You're going from New York to California on a train. Woo! Woo! All aboard! Either way, you're going to get to California. You take the scenic route, or you're going to take the direct line straight there and the shortest possible distance. I like the scenic route. Although I'm anxious, waiting to get to California because there's whatever there for me. I want to take the scenic route. In fact, knowing that in your destination, where you're going from where you are, where do we go from here? The conscious waiting, knowing that what you want, you are going to get. It's really, at least for me, like foreplay. You know you're going to get some on tonight. You went on a date with someone you've been dating, and today or tonight's the night. It's coming. You know it's going to happen, but your partner wants to buy you a nice dinner at a 5-star restaurant. So you see, in this way, the journey is as delicious as the spiritual steak on your plate. Take a short song break. Going to be right back tonight. Center of Light destination. Where are you going? It may look like you're going somewhere. You're really not going forward until you go deeper within. And when you go deeper within, then you rise. And then when you move forward, toward this place that none of us know what it's going to look like. Beautifully so. It's not supposed to. Would you want to live in a world, a reality where you know, well, it's called God, everything all the time. I get that. But there was an episode of The Twilight Zone. Rod Serling. And this guy died. He didn't, it's been many years. So I'm going to make up a story, paraphrase it at least. It'll make the point. This guy died, and when he realized he died, he thought he was in heaven. Everything he wanted, women, money, lottery, slot machines, the best food, he had it all. Until he realized that everything he did, he was successful, and it got really boring. He would play pool or billiards, crack the rack, and all the balls would go into the hole. Even the 8-ball last, and he won at everything he did, and he got tired of it. Got sick of it. So he decided to call or use the telephone that called the front desk of the Heaven Hotel he was in, and the associate or the customer service person was named Pip. Thinking he was in heaven, he told Pip, "I can't stand it here. I want to go to the other place." Thinking he was in heaven. And Pip says, "You are in the other place." So it's not always advantageous that we get what we want when we want. The Dalai Lama says, sometimes not getting what you want is a very amazing stroke of good luck. Don't get stuck. I'm saying this for me. Keith, don't get stuck in the nonsense of how you think it will, should, could unfold, reveal itself to you, integrate how it's going to look like. You still may get what you want, even in all that worrying about it. Is it possible that if you, me, you, we, learn how to stop manipulating, controlling what we deserve into existence, maybe it will come without persistence and resistance and give us everything we want as quick as possible and to its greatest possible existence. And I say that is absolutely true. And it comes down to a choice.
remember that all is possible. You must choose to be accountable, responsible, enough to believe, and open your heart to receive.
Above and look at your life, and you see the life you live. Can you be surprised that it all turned out this way and not the way you planned? It's about what you know and what you understand. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Learn to follow that inner voice inside. That's the one that's telling you not to run and hide. See what your life could be when you visualize. It's about what you choose that you'll realize. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Now it's time for you to plan out your life. Seeing what you do by your own design. It's all up to you to make it what you can. It's of your own free will. What don't you understand? Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Make a choice.
You are beautifully sexy in your own human divinity. Tonight is Center of Light destination. Where do you think you're going? It may look like you're traveling to another state to see your family or another country. Please do enjoy the ride, but you're really not going anywhere. Huh? You're not going anywhere because wherever you go, you are. The appearance may change, but you are still you. With or without a body, you are still you. So what is the destination? Bliss. You may not be choosing it. Ultimately, the karmic backlash. It sounds negative, but it's not. The karmic consequence, there you go, that's a better word. The karmic consequence of all choice, when we don't, even when we choose, but in this regard, when we don't choose, is always a kick in the booster seat. So we can beat our feet in a refinement process, however long that will take. God is patient. Eons worth. But when we find our own worth, we can get to California from New York a lot shorter. But as I said, some people like the scenic route. I like the scenic route all the while I angst about getting to California. I enjoy the journey, but it's my destination that I hope to give me the elation I'm looking for in the first place, as to why I'm choosing to go to California. Otherwise, I'd go to Florida. What do you want? It's yours, it belongs to you. And when I say it belongs to you, it's not something you hope to get, because you're not going anywhere. When you discover that what you hope to get is really nearest of near, it's what you are, it simply begins to unpack itself. And these quotients of divine light that we know as aha. Wow, it's the aha and the ahas that bring that thing, experience, loved one, job, car, whatever, ever near versus ever far. I'm learning this. I'm integrating this at levels that the ooh, ah, can't even keep up with. The monkey in my head can't even keep up with. It's trying to understand this plan. It's its job. That's its job. But it can't understand. Chick man, it can't understand that. And so we get lost in the riddle and the conundrum of the monkey. He wants a banana, he wants a banana, he wants a banana. And this way, the monkey cannot get his banana. He has to learn, you have to teach it that you're always in quandary mode and you never get what you want. So, since I, the observation one, step back, since I'm now in my spirit and you can't get what you want, trust me. I will do the work, the non-work, and when I get it, you will be the first one I tell. If you shut up for a little while, just chill out, I'll take care of you. The monkey automatically wants to say yes, but there's that vulnerable spot. That place on this side of the line or this side of the line. It's the line that has been drawn in the invisible line that's been drawn in the sand. That is a very wonky place to be in. But it is the place to be in. It's the place of all places. This also not only applies to where do we go from here, trying to bring your life as you want, to bring your future to you, bring the future that you can't see to you. You know, I want to walk to my car. Well, I see my car, so I can just walk over there. And I don't have to think about it. I use my will on a level I'm not even trying to, and my legs just move towards my car. If it was always that easy, everyone would move toward the vehicle effortlessly. But the mind gets all wonky and it inserts itself in so many different ways because it wants to know. You don't want to know how to walk to your car when you go to work. You brush your teeth when you wake up. You say your prayers for a beautiful day. You eat some breakfast. And you open the door and you walk to your car. There's no effort involved. But in walking to your car and doing what you need to do all day long without thinking about it, you lay your head down on the pillow when you go to bed and you go, Lord, thank you for my day. Most of this was unconscious, but you did it effortlessly and successfully. As to why when you went to sleep, you said, Lord, thank you for this beautiful day. Likewise, could it be so easy, simplified, that we can reach our destination as easy as it is to walk to the car. Because walking to the car, that you can do unconsciously, it's very conscious, it's subconscious, but it's very effortless. Walking to the car, that easy. If we can do what we want, likewise, it would just simply be a non-thought, a no-brainer, no thought at all. You just will forth, I'm going to do this thing. And this is what the avatars do. Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, all these beings, Ananda, Maima, Saima, all this, is to integrate the simple wisdom in simply walking to the car and spread that across the board in your everyday lifestyle. The monkey wants to yammer. He wants to take control. And trust me when I tell you, the last thing the monkey wants to do is die and not have a voice. Is it really the monkey? We can call it that. Is it really you? We can call it that. But it's not really you. But there's an aspect of all of us that want to stomp and jump around and always play games. Where do we go from here now that all of the children are growing up? Games people play, you take it or you leave it. The monkey always wants to play. He wants to play. It's a game. The monkey has no game. We, because we're so identified with body consciousness, feel like the rug has been pulled from under us and we begin to fall. And it gets a little crazy and weird in there. But it's in the falling where we hear the calling. And we have to stop stalling if we truly want to reach our destination at our own level of doing that. Wherever you go, you are. You are not going anywhere. Your scenery outside of yourself may change. The ego is a beautiful instrument. It is why you want what you want. You go live in a Himalayan cave and be in samadhi with God. The only want you have is the supreme one, which is to want nothing. Because God is nothing. It's no thing and everything all at the same time. So it's phenomenal to want. Don't let anyone in the spiritual woo-woo movement tell you that wanting, I understand it in a spiritual tool, enlightening way, that wanting is the source of human bondage. We get that. But are you occupying a Himalayan cave right now? Well, the ego in this regard is the one that makes change, not only for yourself, but other people. Here you go. Being a Himalayan cave, you're changing the world because you're becoming more and more illumined. But it is often said by many teachers that helping hands are greater than prayer on the lips. So do your dance. Take your chance. Jump off the cliff. Become adrift like a feather blown by the breath of God. Because in this even or odd world that we live in, you want what you want. You might as well call it to you. Bring it up within inside of you and experience it. Because it can take a heck of a something to alleviate that yearning, that burning, that churning, that turning inside of you. But the earning that happens to bring such things into your experience, or simply to want it, Pick up a small stone of intention and throw it in a very still pond. And when it hits the pond, it goes, creates a ripple, and you leave it alone. Too many more intentions start to look like tidal waves, and we know what tidal waves do. They destroy your intention of what you're really wanting. Now, there's nothing wrong with reinforcing that you want to bring to yourself. It's all a process of discernment. That's another wonky space. Am I truly in discernment? Or am I just trying to convince myself I'm in discernment to support my thought of what it is I want? That is the crucial mark that I mentioned earlier. It's the line, the you that wants to live here, and the you that is what we think is here, and the you that you really are, which is nowhere at all. So it's this space where there's this dovetailing, this marriage of everything and nothing. And in everything and nothing is the greatest something. I've been working on this for years. Many of you have been working on this for years. So now, guess what? Don't work anymore. Let it all go. There is a new order installed instead. The old world haves will become the have-nots. The old world have-nots will become the new world haves. Have what you want. It's your king or queendom, conscious or unconscious. We all get what we want, conscious or not. What is it that you want? Look at what you got. Never forget. As you look back, if there's such a thing, forward, rather look in to eternity. You will always be okay. Always. 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 ALL space WAYS. You will always be safe. And trust me when I tell you, when you can fall into that river, that wellspring, that spigot, it can be scary. The more scary it is, the more you should jump off the cliff in the first place. I know, it's nail biting. It's supposed to be. Otherwise, we would be living in sameness. Spirit's aim, intention is to always bring us into ever expansion mode. If thing is always the sameness, we don't get the mother load. Never. We have to trust. Fall. Appreciate. Allow. Accept. Accept being afraid all the time. We're living in a very monumental, crazy, in a good way, beautiful time. Step back from the world. Let the fight happen. I understand you're a loving, compassionate one, and you want to break up the fight and break up the brawl. You have been recognized for wanting to take on such a position, but also understand, in taking on such a position, there is a possibility in breaking up the brawl that you can be sucker punched. Again, it's the same thing. There's a little space between the this and the that exists that is everything. I'm learning. I'm turning. I'm burning. I'm churning. I'm yearning. Want what you want. You deserve it. Where are you going from where you are? Really nowhere. The scenery will change, but you're not going anywhere except deeper within yourself. When we stop looking linearly towards the future and look within ourselves into forever, things begin to look beautiful, and our urgency, emergency for wanting the things we think we want actually becomes a prison, because we're not allowing ourselves to get what we want. May look like this. That's wonderful. You want a new car. Fantastic. I want a new car. I want this car. In fact, you know what color you want. You want tinted windows. Paint your car. Whatever it is, you detail it. It helps in the manifestation process. It becomes limitation and limiting when you say, it has to be like this. But when we let go of them, and you use that as your gauge or your model or intention to say, this is the idea of what I desire. And you leave it there and you let it go. The Spirit says, not only are you sending signals to me, Spirit, that is, that you want this, but you're leaving room, you're leaving it open. So not only am I going to give you this that you want, I'm going to give you something beyond what you think you want, because earlier you've stated to me, and as I mentioned earlier, which is, don't answer the question. When you answer the question, it's over. You may get that thing, Red Rover, send that whatever, or person or situation right over. But it won't go beyond this perimeter, this boundary, this self-induced, self-set boundary. So if you give it a very vague, very definite intention, but very vague, it's open-ended. It's rhetorical. It's no longer rhetoric. And Spirit says, vibrationally, you are now aligned with what you want, but more so, what you really deserve. Wants are always on the superficial level. But more often than not, our wants help us to dive deeper and dwell into our heart space, the soul, that which we know we deserve. And this whole process goes up and down, up and down, up and down, in and out, expand, contract, expand, contract. But as a matter of fact, when you're simply happy for no reason at all, everything you thought that can bring you happiness changes. Castles drop from the air. The house of cards simply tumble. And then you're left with yourself. Passionate, sincere, vulnerable, and humble. I'm telling you, my sister or brother, it's in this 0 point of everything and nothing that is the greatest something that any of us could ever want. Ever. I'm scared. Damn right you are. So am I. So what do? You do nothing except learn how to become unscared. It may require you to meditate, prayer, or simply go do the thing that you're scared of doing. Create a new ensuing of yourself, a new imbuing of yourself. That one thing you've always wanted to do will never begin to manifest until you do it. You want to skydive? Start with YouTube and watch some classes. And that will open the door to the abundance, if you don't have such, to the abundance where you can actually, wow, I got an extra $250. I think I'm going to go skydive. Sounds lovely, right? Until you get into the plane and the door opens. And you're whatever 1,000 feet, and the wind is blowing through the plane like a... And now all that you've ever been wanting, that's been haunting you, stands before you. I'm asking you, my broham sister, we all get what we want, conscious or not. The question I pose, I know it can be nerving. The road seems to always be swerving and curving. Will you jump? Destination. It's fate. You're going to reach California or wherever it is you're going. Scenic route or shortest distance. Destination. It's more about the journey, they say, but without the destination, we don't get hyped up to do any journey at all. So they're both applicable and important. Where do we go from here? Now that all the children have grown up, we are the children. Where are we going? You're not going anywhere. Wherever you go, you are. Just be joyful. Be happy. You want to reach your destination quicker? Help other people. My slogan from this day forth to forever is help other people. However, help other people. The destination you think you were looking for will arrive in ways you never thought possible. I love you beyond measure. It is always my pleasure to be in this treasure trove with you. God bless you. Let me be the first to tell you, happy holidays.